What the hell is an AI leverage mid-ticket e-com store, right? Well, this is not your typical good old drop shipping, shitty and cheap products from China type e-com, nor is this selling high ticket e-com products because that doesn't work either. There's really 5 key differences between this model. Now, this is actually going to be useful info you can take to the bank. So check this out. These 5 things I'm going to cover is I'm going to compare low, mid-ticket, and high-ticket e-com and which one works right now the best based on statistics and science, not just guesstimates and bullshit. How to 10x the speed of your product testing even if you have tiny budgets. How to instantly boost your conversion rates, average order values by installing one plugin. How to use AI to crank out unlimited niche-specific high-converting stores within minutes for free. And then how to create these AI bots that can tackle customer support, order fulfillment very easily, quickly, and cheap. So let's compare low, mid-ticket, and high-ticket e-com. Let's start with the low ticket. Very simple. Do the math, right? Ads are way more expensive than they used to be back in the days. Average clicks in the USA cost $1, $2, sometimes even more. So just do the math. How the hell are you supposed to squeeze out any profit on these impulse buy $20, $30, $40 products that used to work really good back in the day when ads were like 5 to 10 times cheaper? It's simple math. If on average, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4% of people convert, you start doing the math. You're paying $1 per click, $100, 100 clicks. I mean, you'd have to convert 10, 20, 30% of people to have any margins, and you're just not going to convert at those numbers. So the bottom line, it doesn't work any longer. So then some people try high ticket, right? They get really smart and they think they're going to do the inverse. And it's the opposite extreme where they try to sell, these items, these saunas and whatnot for thousands of dollars for $2,000, $5,000, $10,000. And they add in surcharge thousands of dollars in commission. Now at that price range, there's a fundamental flaw. The buyers want to get a good deal. They want to make a smart purchase. They do their due diligence. They conduct in-depth research. And with a single Google search, they can just find the direct supplier, pay $3,000 less, and cut out the middleman. So it sounds good, doesn't work. Now, what does work is mid-ticket. And the screenshot over here I'm showing you is going to make you a bunch of money. This is directly data from Shopify. They conducted studies and they found out that the bottom 10% of the worst performance stores have an average order value of $42. They cannot compete. They cannot make margins on ads. That's why I'm saying the old school low ticket drop shipping, selling these tiny cheap products from China for 20, 30, 40 bucks, these impulse buy products doesn't work because you don't have enough margins on ads. So it's dead. Now, what does work, if you look at it, the top 20% of stores have an average order value, meaning on average how much a customer spends with that store, is $209. The top 10%, $326. So what does that mean? It means to have enough room left for margin, for profits, to be able to scale, to be able to grow, you need to charge more money. And the sweet spot that we found with our clients is anywhere from $100, especially if it's an item they often buy multiple times. Think of like a shower head, right? If an average household with kids has 2, 3, 4 bathrooms, they're going to buy more of them. So even though the product might cost $50, $100, your AOV is going to be a lot higher. Or if you're selling like a one-off item, making sure you can charge $200, $300 for it. So remember, if you charge too low, you don't have margins. You don't have a business. If you charge too high, the customer is smart. They're going to go direct to the supplier and cut you out. So let's move on. How to 10x your ad spend results. Besides charging too little or too much, you must be asking, well, what's the number one thing that kills most of these Shopify stores? And it's tiny ad budgets. Again, use simple logic. How the hell are you supposed to compete when you're spending $50 a day, but your competitor is spending $500 or $1,000 a day to test way faster, gather data way faster, make decisions faster? It's just impossible to compete. So what you want to do is join a product testing mastermind. So look, right now we have over 300 active clients. We have this VIP backstage pass to their ad accounts. We simply know what works, what niches, what products. Now, besides that, what we do with our clients is we have multiple of these product testing masterminds, typically with 10 or 20 clients, and we put them in there. The whole idea is we can recommend them a specific product to test that we know is likely to work. And then all of these clients, they test the same product instead of everybody testing a bazillion other different products. They test the same product, but with different variables. So what that means is client A might be running that product in the USA. Client B might be running the same product, but in the UK or Europe. Client C might be running the product direct to the Shopify page, and client D might just run it to like a pre-sale page and then see which one converts best. This way you can find winners literally 10 times faster, as if you're spending 500 a day because everybody's dedicating 50 a day to it, and you don't have to spend any more than that. So once a winner is found, everybody runs the winner. Now you must be asking, what's the downside? Well, there's really only one big downside, is the product gets saturated faster. Right now, the logic behind this is the perfect way to get started. You massively can shortcut your path to finding winning, profitable products. And then once you found a winner, you build up an ad budget of say $500 a day. Then by all means, go back to testing on your own, keep all the winners to yourself, but just understand in the beginning, if you're spending 50 a day and you have to test 10 products to find one winner on your own, it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of money. This is just a shortcut to make it a lot faster. Next, how to instantly boost your sales and average order value. Now, you might have heard of buy now, pay later solutions like Affirm and Klarna. You literally just slap it on your website through a plugin and say you're selling a product for $199, right? You can get paid up front, and the consumer has to only pay like $18 a month directly to Affirm Klarna. So instantly, you boost your conversions in AOV, and the only cost is a 6% financing fee, right? So you get paid 94% up front, you pay a little fee to Affirm, and then the customer pays directly to Affirm. Like here's an example, $200 product, they can pay as little as $17.50 for 2 months, and they're gonna pay like $11 in interest. So it's a win-win solution, and overnight you can charge more and make more money. Now next, how to use AI to build unlimited stores in minutes. There's an AI app that we use with our clients. We've literally used it hundreds of times, that lets you build actually high converting, beautifully designed sites with all this stuff. The logo, the pages, the contact us, everything you need, the legal pages, with a click of a button. This process, no exaggeration, takes 5 minutes. This is the stuff that used to take weeks, hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars in the past. And you can do this now in 5 minutes without any tech skills. And the best part, the app is free. Now you can also import entire product pages, right? So you find a product you like, click a button, and it imports everything. Product name, pricing, comparison boxes, frequently asked questions, imports the reviews. Like you have everything there to be able to run it with a click of a button. Now, because we have such AI, you can test 10 times, 100 times faster than your competitors who have to do it manually, right? Or they have to hire somebody to build it for them like we have to do in the good old days. Next, automate fulfillment and support with AI. There's AI apps right now that can 100% automate order fulfillment. You don't have to do anything. So the order comes in, you get the money up front, then the bot pays the supplier to ship the product. There's no inventory you have to buy, no upfront costs. They get a tracking link. It's all handled by AI. There's even an option to create AI bots, and it's super simple, cheap. You don't need coding skills, that can literally tackle 95% of support tickets based on a simple frequently asked question section that you put together. It can take the information from your website and it'll be able to answer a vast majority of questions. Again, 0 coding skills required. But you must be asking, okay, that sounds good. So maybe the typical Shopify approach of either low, high ticket didn't work. So maybe mid ticket's better. But what about Amazon, eBay, Walmart? What about those options? Well, the issue there is, first of all, upfront inventory, right? To leverage the famous fulfillment by Amazon, you need to buy $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 worth of inventory upfront, send it to their warehouse, and then they fulfill it for quite a high fee. Now, I've heard many stories of people buying toys or bars of soap, and it's still sitting in their garage, boxes and boxes of unsold inventory. So it's quite a big risk you got to take to sell a product you're not even sure if it's going to sell. Now, drop shipping, number 2, is technically impossible. So if you go to Amazon's website, you look at their terms, they say it's allowed, but not really, because they have certain guidelines in place that 99% of people violate. It's pretty much impossible to keep if you're a small player drop shipper, and then they just shut you down, right? Like one of the examples is if you drop ship, all the invoices, the packaging slips, the box has to mention your company's name. But obviously, if you drop ship from China, they're going to have the Chinese company's name on it, right? So it's impossible to fulfill. Their drop shipping is technically more for like big brands. Like if you're Nike and you have a big warehouse, then it works. But unless you have a warehouse of your own and you're paying staff to put your name and stickers on the products, drop shipping is not going to work on Amazon. And even if you try to do it, like many people have, they'll shut you down, which takes me to my next point. Amazon is notorious for these shutdowns, even for the smallest infringements without warning. I've heard many stories of a business doing 100, 200, 300K a month, and overnight they go to zero because their business gets restricted or completely banned, right? It can be anything. You didn't perform the required safety test for this children's toy. You don't have the right certificates from the manufacturer, the supplier, the packaging slip, box, invoices, even accidentally, if it contains the information from the dropshipping company, they'll shut you down. If you're not handling shipment or returns within 24 hours, because again, if you look here, it's your responsibility to handle that if you're doing dropshipping. If you don't handle that in time, they're going to shut you down. Look, Amazon doesn't like dropshippers. They want to keep a positive brand. They want to have, make sure people have a good experience. So they really incentivize FBA, fulfillment by Amazon, where you buy the inventory, you send it to them. So if you try to do the dropshipping route, they make it impossible to successfully do it. Now, maybe one of the biggest ones is you cannot compete on price. You're going to find dozens of competitors for the same exact product you sell, and each and every one of them is going to try to undercut you because Amazon is all about finding the best deal. Plus, when a competitor is on FBA and then they ship within a day or same day because of Prime, well, dropshippers are immediately out of business. You can't compete with a 1 or 2 week shipping time if somebody's going to ship it the same day and deliver the same day. Next, advertising is near impossible. Amazon's ads are notoriously overpriced, some of the most expensive compared to Facebook, Google, Instagram is way more expensive, and you don't even get access to the customer's data. You cannot pixel them. You can't build remarketing lists. You cannot build email lists. You can't build your own assets of customers, like a customer list, which means that you're pretty much renting customers from Amazon and not owning them, right? The whole idea is you're kind of almost like paying a lease to be able to sell on Amazon, but you do not own the asset, versus with Shopify, you own it, it's yours to keep, and it's sellable as well. So to summarize everything I covered, low ticket doesn't work because ads are too expensive and there's no margins. No question about that. High ticket doesn't really work because the customer is smart and they're going to cut you out. If they see the same sauna for 5K versus 8K in your website because you try to charge a 3K commission, they're just going to go directly to the source with a single Google search. Mid-ticket is the sweet spot. Product testing masterminds can help you 10x the speed of testing without spending 10x on ads. There's the buy now, pay later financing options, immediately boost your AOV conversion rates. AI-powered stores, so look into these apps. They can literally build it within minutes for free. There's AI bots that can automate fulfillment, customer support, and then Amazon and others, you don't get real ownership, high competition, impossible to dropship, so it's not a great option. Now, the bottom line is, if you want to make money today online, AI leverage mid-ticket e-commerce is the best.
Hey, my name is AJ Mirzad from OnlineSuperCoach.com. This is not Peter. Everything is cool. I'll explain while making this video. You see, I met Peter at a high-level mastermind. I mean, there were millionaires, multimillionaires, 9-figure business owners, even a billionaire at this mastermind. And I saw Peter there. He was this young 17-year-old kid, and I was so curious what brought him there, because we paid a lot of money to be at that mastermind. And we learned so much during that week. So many insights, so many breakthroughs. I mean, it changed all of our businesses, especially being around such heavy hitters. Now, Peter told me that he spent $24,000 to get to this mastermind. Literally, he made that in 1 week, and I was floored by it. You know, this young man doing such great things. So I literally interviewed him on my podcast, which is called The $1 Million Coach. And since then, I've been great friends with Peter and really got to know him in a very intimate way. He is truly a loving guy, a giving guy, and really a super sharp business mind. So sharp that I'm actually having him run one of my Facebook ad campaigns, and the results have been phenomenal. He's been getting me dirt cheap leads on demand. They're flowing into my sales funnel, and wow, it's been working remarkably well. So Peter is super cool. Like I said, not only is he very sharp, but he's a very giving dude, and he's giving away a free coaching call to strategize your Facebook ads. He's going to show you where your opportunities are. He's going to show you the step-by-step process, and also how to get a massive ROI off your ad spend, right? So imagine spending $1 per ad and getting $10 back, right? If you had that ROI, you do it all day long. Well, that's one of the ads that Peter's helping me with. You know, I'm very serious about making sure my business is running smoothly. I have leads coming in constantly. I have a sales force that converts, and then on the back end, I'm fulfilling people in a very leveraged manner. So if you want to take your lead generation to the next level, I highly suggest you take advantage of this call. Like I said, it's free of charge. Peter is giving up his time and his energy. And as I mentioned to you, like many years ago, I used to do my own ads. And then once my business took off, I got to the 7-figure level, I said, I need to hire the best ad people in the world to take care of my campaigns. And Peter is one of them. I'm always looking for talent for people that could scale my business to the next level. So take advantage of this call. You will be blown away by this young man's knowledge, his expertise, and I certainly vouch for him because he's made a significant difference in my business, and I know he's going to take your business to the next level. I'm AJ Mirzad from OnlineSuperCoach.com. Trust this will be a huge advantage for you.
My name is Mikel Dia.
Hey guys, it's Mike Dolev here.
And my name is Josh Corporal.
My name is Chris.
My name is AJ Mirzad.
I started working with Peter in March of 2016, and so far my results have been incredible.
Just by applying a few simple tips that Peter gave me, I was able to generate $30,000 in a single week.
I love working with Peter. I think he's a great guy. I think he's very impressive.
Just being able to meet with him, I've got this great sense of a young man with a great head on his shoulders that's going to do really great things for a lot of people on this planet, and he's going to help transform your business.
He is truly a loving guy, a giving guy, and really a super sharp business mind. So sharp that I'm actually having him run one of my Facebook ad campaigns, and the results have been phenomenal.
Within the first 30 days, I believe we spent about 4,180 or something like that in advertising, and I made $48,000 back in ROI, in revenue from that spend. That's, for $1, we're getting $10 back.
What I appreciate about Peter is he has this gift, making complex simple.
This guy absolutely knows what he's talking about. Not only is he a good friend, but he is willing to go the extra mile.
Some information that he provided for me resulted in $2,000 in sales in roughly about a week and a half or so in time, and it even led to another $2,000 coaching program.
Dirt cheap leads on demand. They're flowing into my sales funnel, and wow, it's been working remarkably well.
If you're thinking of working with Peter, then I suggest you just do it. He has no contracts. He has guarantees in his business. He's the real deal, and he's going to work tirelessly.
Couldn't say enough good things about him. I will definitely be working with him again in the future.
If you have the opportunity to work with Peter, I would highly, highly recommend it.
You will be blown away by this young man's knowledge, his expertise, and I certainly vouch for him because he's made a significant difference in my business, and I know he's going to take your business to the next level. Trust this will be a huge advantage for you.